with comedy by Gary Chandling. And music by Johnny Mathis. I'm Raul Lomas with the world's most invisible band.
Just got to go.
And welcome. Which one? That's me playing. That's me playing.
Together. Wow, I've never seen such a crowd.
Are you ready for the show to start? So am I. But first I'd like you to watch some compilation videos that will show you the process of how Nighttime with Chaplain Epps was put together to come to be a show for your entertainment. Enjoy. So Nighttime is my tribute to classic late night television. One of the first things you may have noticed is the multicolored curtain. Why the multicolored curtain, you ask? Well, because for many years, the king of late night, Johnny Carson himself, walked through a multicolored curtain whenever he took the stage.
Such dedication.
Great job, babe. Was it easy?
Piece of cake.
So when I created the backdrop for Nighttime, the idea was to draw from some of the artwork of the Late Night with David Letterman show and also the Conan O'Brien show when he took over for Late Night. And I feel like I captured some of those elements pretty well. The backdrop that you see before you wasn't the initial backdrop. It's gone through some changes since the beginning. And so I'm going to put up some pictures. The first backdrop, as you can see, was very similar, except it didn't have as many stars around it. It had the moon and a few stars, but not the stars around the building like it does now. And then the second backdrop had a line around the title, but still very similar to the first backdrop. The third backdrop, I call this the power of suggestion. My idea, my hope was to convince somebody from the audience to leave and go and purchase some Mexican food because it's been a long day and I'm so hungry and I'd like to have something to eat. But I thought better of it because I don't want anybody to miss any of the show. So I didn't go with the power of suggestion backdrop. And I've been thinking about it and it probably is for the best. So when I decided to do Nighttime with Chaplain Epps, I first wanted to get the opinions of my 3 daughters, Riley, Haley, and Emmy, see what they thought about the idea of this awesome new show. Take a look at their answers.
Read the ribs, can you?
Well, there you have it. All 3 of my daughters are very, very excited.
Oh, yeah, great.
People who know me know that I'm a little bit different in that on the one hand, I'm somewhat shy and quiet and don't like to draw attention to myself. And then on the other hand, I love to entertain people. I love to make people smile, to make people laugh. My dad used to say I was born with a microphone in my hand because I used to love to come up with comedy routines to entertain my family and friends and to see if I could get them to laugh. I grew up watching all the greats on TV, Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show, followed by Jay Leno. I grew up watching David Letterman and Conan O'Brien and even watching Saturday Night Live. And those shows serve as the inspiration for Nighttime with Chaplain Epps. My goal here is simply to bring us all together at one place at one time and to entertain, to see if I can't make you smile, to see if I can't make you laugh. And I really want us to enjoy our time together. And so, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for being here. And I hope that this evening you will have a wonderful time.
Phoenix. It's nighttime with Chaplain Epps.
Just stand in the back for a
Tonight's
minute.
guest,
Huh? Stand in the
Michael
back.
Yeager.
I'm sorry, we only have one seat.
With comedy by Gary Shanley. And music by Johnny Mathis. I'm Raul Lomas with the world's most invisible band. And now, here's your host, Chaplain Epps.
Well, look at all of you.
Yeah. Command performance.
What a night, right?
Yeah.
Someone said, look at me. There I am. So here is your evening news for the night. Thursday, June 21st, marked the start of summer, if you didn't know that. And on Thursday, Phoenicians everywhere were heard saying, I didn't even realize summer had ended. A new study suggests that biblical knowledge amongst children and adults is at an all-time low. After hearing about a study, a pastor in California decided that he would visit his church's Sunday school class taught for the little kids. So he sat in on the class, and after the teacher was done teaching from the Bible, he asked the kids if they could tell him who knocked down the walls of Jericho. Two little boys answered. They said, Pastor, we don't know who did it, but it sure wasn't us. Stunned by their answer, the pastor turned to the teacher and he asked the teacher, well, what do you think of that answer? And the teacher told the pastor, well, Pastor, they've always been good boys. If they say they didn't do it, I'm inclined to believe them. Speaking of surveys, a new study suggests that crime, theft, has increased for the 7th straight year. Yeah, I know, it's pretty serious. So Congress invited the surveyor to come and meet with Congress so that he could explain some of his findings. And the surveyor says he'll be happy to sit down and meet with Congress just as soon as police can locate his car, clipboard, and pen. Actually, Raul, it turns out that the surveyor was able to sit down and meet with Congress, and they were very disappointed to find that they were responsible for the increase in theft over the past 7 years. And that, everybody, is... someone's still laughing. That is your evening news.